Welcome back to Wally's World of Fishing. As promised, we're going to show you how to preserve the tuna that you've caught. And believe me, it tastes much better than the ones you get in the shops. So what you do, when you catch your tuna, fill it up, get all your chunks of meat, weigh it so you know how much they weigh, because you're going to need 125 grams of salt per kilo of tuna. So what you do, put your tuna in a pot, weigh it of course, add the salt, 125 grams per kilo, fill the bowl up with the pot up with water, bring it to the boil, and then let it simmer for 3 hours. After it's simmered for 3 hours, all you got to do is turn it off, strain all the water out, and then let the tuna cool overnight. Then move on to the next step. Okay, now what you should do is, while this is cooking away, don't just waste your time. Get out there and disinfect your jars. You can do that by putting them in another big pot and boiling them, or you can buy powdered disinfectant that'll sterilize your jars for you. Okay, so you get your jar, you fill it up with your tuna, and then grab some chili, cut them in half so the flavor can permeate. Just pop them in the jar, any old way. Then get yourself a nice bulb of garlic, give it a crush so it can release all the flavor. Pop that in the jar like so. Don't be afraid to give it a little bit of a push down, won't hurt it. This is off a lemon tree, you can use lime, you can use bay leaf, whatever you like. Pop it in there like that. Then sprinkle of peppercorns. Don't overdo it. Oops, then get yourself some nice olive oil, and only use olive oil. And make sure you fill the jar until the tuna is well and truly covered. So as you can see, the air's bubbling out. You want all the air out of it, and you want the tuna covered so it protects it from going off. Just like so. There you go. And now we'll put the lid back on and we'll move on to the next step. Okay, now that we've jarred all our tuna, what we're going to do is we're going to seal them. And the way we do that is by putting them in a pot full of boiling water. Have a look at this. Okay, so you load up your pot with your tuna jars and just make sure the water level is just under the lip of the lid. We don't want water getting into the jars. We want the air to get expelled out. As you can see, we're doing over here. We've got the water level is just beneath the jar. We're just going to let it boil for half an hour. After half an hour, we're going to take them out and let them cool. Once they've cooled, you can store them away in your cupboard somewhere out of the sun for about 4 to 6 weeks, and they should be ready for eating, and you just enjoy. So when you get a lot of tuna next time, or someone gifts you some, don't waste it, don't have to cryovac it and eat it looking black and damaged. Make your own tuna. And that's another handy tip from Wally's World of Fishing.